100%, in my opinion, 100%, the code, the implied meaning of this sentence is, you guys are boycotting and we don't like it, so we're closely monitoring the situation because we want you guys to stop boycotting. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and surprise, surprise, we have ourselves a developer note and a pretty substantial patch coming tonight. And when I say tonight, it's about 8 p.m. PST, which is 11 p.m. EST, so it's actually still quite a ways away. But yeah, interesting news for Marvel Future Fight. Some pretty good improvements for the game, but not boycott ending improvements. So that is sort of the PSA here. For those of you that are wondering, I haven't made a video about it, but yes, the boycott is still 100% on, in my opinion. Again, boycotts, it's really up to you whether you want to do that or not, whether you want to participate or not. I'm not going to judge players for spending money on the game. I'm not going to judge you for what you do with your time or whatever. 100% up to you. But for me, I have not seen, and the game has not gone through substantial changes to the point where I'm comfortable spending money anymore. And that comes from my wisdom, having played this game for, going on 6 years. We're coming up to the 6th year of me playing this game in a row every single day, dedicating so much time to this game. But the development of the game and the direction of the game is just not satisfactory enough for me. But this developer note is a step in the right direction. I'm not going to lie to you. This developer note is good. It just doesn't go far enough. They're scared, so they're taking baby steps to try and soothe us, but they're just not going far enough. And it's interesting because in their panic or in their worry, they're buffing the rewards in other game modes that have, not really much to do with the boycott, which is sort of their way of expressing that, hey guys, listen, we understand you're upset with rewards, so we're gonna buff these other game modes, but they're not buffing what we need, and they're also not removing the premium costs from the existing systems, right? The card crafting and the CTP reforging, which is really the main problem which caused this whole boycott. So let's take a look at this developer note. I mean, let's be honest. If you're watching, Marvel Future Fight, we want these developer notes. We want more of this communication. You need to put in more effort to communicate with us, but you need to do this before the fact, not after. Not after. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So first, we want to say thank you, agents, for playing Marvel Future Fight for such a long time. No kidding. When preparing the October update, we had carefully planned the update with the intention of helping players enjoy Marvel Future Fight more. Sure. Of course, they're not going to say, what are they going to say, right? We carefully planned this update to rip you off and to drain your wallet for as much money as possible. They're not going to say that, right? Instead, the update created a series of inconveniences. Yeah, you could call it an inconvenience that I have to spend $10,000 to improve my cards. Yeah, I guess that's an inconvenience. Sure. For which we deeply want to apologize to our agents. Okay, thank you for apologizing. An apology is not enough, but it's a start. We acknowledge the issues and opinions that have appeared since the update and are currently continuing the monitoring as we are deeply analyzing each of the issues. So this right here, this is the most important sentence of the entire developer note. If you are wondering, if you're thinking to yourself, the boycott's not working, they're not listening to us, I should just stop. Right there. That's what you need to know. We acknowledge the issues and opinions that have appeared since the update. We acknowledge that we're losing money, that we're making way less money on this update than we should be because you guys are not spending money, and we are currently continuing to monitor the situation because we don't want to lose this much money. 100%, in my opinion, 100%, the code, the implied meaning of this sentence is, you guys are boycotting and we don't like it, so we're closely monitoring the situation because we want you guys to stop boycotting. Okay, so just do what we want. Just give the players what they want. It's not that difficult, and it's not that unfair either. You're still gonna make a ton of money, believe me. But anywho, I'm really happy to see that because it means the boycott's working. We have discussed the opinions that have appeared the most and would like to share the results. Okay, so here are some changes that they're gonna make based on some of the feedback that they've seen. Again, they're obviously trying to ignore the more specific parts of the boycott because those are the ones that they think will still make them the most money. So they're sort of holding off, right? It's like you go to the doctor and you have to get like 5 injections. You have to get 5 needles. You're not going to start with the biggest scariest needle. Sorry if any of you guys have a phobia or, you know, you can't see blood or whatever, but you're going to start with the smallest needle, right? And you're going to work your way up. So they're working their way up. That's basically what's going on. And we're somewhere in the middle right now. We had a patch to try to fix the CTP refor. Well, no, actually, the first thing they changed, the very first thing they changed, we've already had, listen, I got to say, the boycott's already been somewhat successful. Remember how I told you guys 10%? We're actually closer to 25% now, but let me just explain. So they already took out the premium cost for crafting the stars. Before, you needed to add one of the same type of card for every star, right? So they took that out. That was a great change. Then they took out the CTP cost when you were re-rolling for a mighty CTP, whatever. That's garbage. It was that was a very minor change, but again, it's going in the right direction. It's going in the right direction. So they're continuing to go in the right direction. So they're going to add new and improved rewards to World Boss Null. And if we go over here to this patch, which we'll detail, we'll talk about everything in this patch, but I want to scroll down past Carnage, past Silk, to the rewards, because this patch ties into the developer note. They were released basically at the same time. So they're basically saying they want to improve World Boss Null because they realize the rewards are much less than difficulty. Yes, this is how you summarize. Listen, remove the word null and put the word MFF, Marvel Future Fight. This is how you summarize the game. The rewards of Marvel Future Fight are much less than the difficulty. Yes. Yes. The effort involved in building up a gigantic, powerful roster in MFF is not rewarding. It's rewarding on a personal level. That's it. It's not rewarding in the game. The game does not reward you for investing thousands of hours of your time, thousands of dollars, etc. So anyways, they're going to be improving World Boss Null rewards. So instead of giving 16 to 50 Cosmic Cube fragments, so there's basically a chance to get anywhere from 16 Cosmic Cube fragments to 50 whenever you get Cosmic Cube fragments from stage 1 to 99. Now they're going to be giving you 16 to 50 plus 2 to 4 guaranteed CCF. So you can guarantee if you play Null 5 times per day. Oh, excuse me, we can't play World Boss 10 times per day. 5 times, we should be able to. So if you play Null stage 1 5 times a day, you will guarantee yourself 10 CCF. Because 2 times 5 is 10. And at most, you could be guaranteeing yourself, again, it's RNG, but you could be guaranteeing yourself 20 CCF. That's not very good. That's not very good. This should be 20 to 40. Again, this is what I've been saying lately. All of the rewards in MFF, just multiply them by 10. Multiply them by 10. You guys think that this is a good number? You're dreaming. This one's better. So these rewards, Black Antimatter and Chaos Nornstones, are always guaranteed. So now instead of getting 52 to 79, you're going to get 75 to 105. So they basically took the top and they made it the bottom, and then they bumped up the top by 25. And then for Chaos Nornstones, they basically did the same thing, except instead of bumping it up by 25, they bumped it up by 10. So you can sort of see their greed right here, where they really don't want to give us that much. Right, 25 to 35 Chaos Nornstones is really not that much. So, yeah, the Black Antimatter is nice. I will say the Black Antimatter is pretty good. Getting 100, getting 75 to 100 Black Antimatter on every run on stage 1 is pretty good, right? If you can get close to 500 Black Antimatter a day from World Boss, that's not bad. That's not bad. But the CCF and the Nornstones are not good enough. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, this is not really going to matter. Players are not going to keep. Your metrics, they're probably looking at the metrics for who's playing Null. It's not gonna go up. Very few players are gonna play. You're probably guaranteed to get more CCF from Thanos, and you can one-shot Thanos. So why are you gonna put that effort in when you can't one-shot Null? It's fun to play Null for the stage mechanics, right? So you just play him on training mode because you guys give us training mode. So you're gonna really need to look into the Null World Boss improvements. If you want my opinion, Marvel Future Fight, for what you need to do, again, you need to bump this up to like 10. I would say 10 to 20 guaranteed CCF. And then like 30 to 50 or 40 to 50 guaranteed Chaos Nornstones. And then what you need to do on top of that, you actually have to add more rewards. It's crazy. There's this reward here. I don't know if you know what it is. It's called an Odin's Blessing. You created this item, Marvel Future Fight. It's crazy. You've got an Odin's Blessing on all of the other World Boss Ultimates. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys remember it. Maybe you guys forgot. Maybe it was a different dev team that did this because they were actually generous and cool. But you clowns obviously forgot because he doesn't have one. You guys gave Odin's Blessings to this clown right here who doesn't even have a World Boss Ultimate, but you didn't put any Odin's Blessings for Null. Are you guys dumb, or is it something hereditary? You have an Odin's Blessing box, which is a random one, which is obviously worse. So yeah, you got to put Odin's Blessings in this World Boss. Why are you guys breaking the mold? Why do you guys overcomplicate the game so much? I don't understand. The game doesn't have to be complicated. The reward scheme does not have to be complicated. It shouldn't be a puzzle that players need to unlock. It should be very straightforward. The rewards that you get should be consistent, and it's not consistent. You guys are dumb. So just fix it. It's not that hard. Just put strike. It's double physical attack. Just put strike, Odin's Blessing for World Boss Null. Anywho, let's take a look at the next one, Squad Battle. So like I said, they don't want to fix the boycott problems, so they're just scrambling for other things. And this is good. This is a good sort of proximity, right? This is an auxiliary reward that I wasn't expecting them to improve Squad Battle rewards, but this is great. So they're going to be improving Squad Battle rewards. Now, their reasoning for improving Squad Battle rewards makes perfect sense. I just didn't think, I didn't even think to ask. This is the state of Marvel Future Fight. I, as a content creator, we're having a boycott. I didn't even think to ask the Marvel Future Fight devs for more Squad Battle rewards, even though we're now getting 2 or 3 Awakening characters per update, because I just assumed they were going to keep giving us more Awakening characters and not give us more rewards. This is the game that you guys have designed. You guys have created a game in which you ramp up the costs and you don't ramp up the rewards, and by and large the player base just accepts it, and they just keep saving and keep hoarding and ignore your sales in the store. So you guys need to change this attitude. You guys need to be more rewarding so that players don't feel as though they're trapped and they're constantly in a state of survival to sort of save all of their materials, right? So Squad Battle, they're going to be doubling the amount of Awakening crystals that you get. So instead of getting 20 for every one of the fights that you complete, you get 40, which is crazy good. This is an awesome, see, doubling. When you double the rewards, we like that. We like the sounds of that. Double sounds good. And then they're also going to be improving the Mandalay gem fragments, the daily rewards. I already thought the daily participation rewards were fine, but they're going to be improving them, and they're going to be improving the league rewards. This is fantastic. For Squad Battle, this is fantastic. So now, just a couple tips for you guys. If you have not played Squad Battle, so I already played one, do not play Squad Battle until this patch is released, okay? Because you're not going to be able to reset it, and you're not going to be able to go get those rewards again. So the way that you check, you click on those white boxes, those white present boxes, and you'll see that it says 20 Awakening crystals. Don't play Squad Battle until, well, don't play it until tomorrow night or tonight or whatever. It will say 40. So right here, instead of 20, you're going to get 40. That means with 6 battles, you're going to be able to get 240 Awakening crystals per week. That's really good. That's much, much better than we were getting before with 120, which means that every month, you're going to be able to get almost 1,000 Awakening crystals, which means that you'll be able to comfortably awaken a character every single month. That's much, much better. So I gotta say, I know you guys don't like to hear it. Some of you guys don't like to hear it, but this is good. This is good. Now, is Squad Battle perfect? I'm saying the rewards are good, but Squad Battle, you know what needs to happen, right? You need to change the requirements. We've been playing with the exact same teams for like 8 months. This is the core problem of Marvel Future Fight. This is one of the core problems. You guys put in a game mode and then you never tweak it. There's never a monitoring. There's never, you know, you guys never go back and touch it. It's just gone forever. Like it's like you put something on the shelf, you put a toy on the shelf, and then you never dust it, and it gets all dusty. You never clean it. So you guys got to improve the requirements so that we don't get bored out of our minds, because we've been playing with the exact same teams, the exact same lineups. I mean, you guys have added some new characters, you know, like you can use Gwenom here instead of Dr. Octopus, and you can use Ghost Rider here now instead of Richard Rider. Sure, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, there's been like 3 major improvements character-wise to the Vibranium squad battle since I got here, like 7 months ago. Wow, 3 in 7 months. You guys are on a blistering pace. So yeah, that's a bit of a yike as far as the characters are concerned and as far as the gameplay is concerned, but the rewards are very good. So I do want to give them praise for that. Lastly, remember what I said at the beginning, the developer notes need to be before, not after the fact. So this is sort of a mix of before and after the fact. We already know that they're going to be changing these things and improving these rewards. So it's sort of between before and after. But now they're addressing Alliance Conquest and Timeline Battle and explaining why they haven't reworked them yet. So that's kind of good. Again, they should have reworked them, but yeah. So basically they're saying Alliance Conquest is a piece of content in which a lot of players play, apparently. Apparently it's a lot of players participate in Alliance Conquest, so they need more time for discussing improvements. Okay, sure. They apologize for not being able to deliver new announcements regarding Alliance Conquest. Their current Alliance Conquest has been planned to continue because people still want to play it until they can fix and create the new Alliance Conquest. The new Alliance Conquest, they want to create a new style of a league for the top alliances, for the people that play Alliance Conquest at the highest level. But the new league for Alliance Conquest, so basically you can sort of understand this as the new changes for Alliance Conquest. There's going to be a different background. So I'm guessing the zone that you play in, instead of that jungle zone, it's going to be different. And there's going to be, I don't really care about the background, but what I care about is a new system that can create many variables. That sounds delicious. A new system that can create many variables sounds great. The system, which will be applied in the new league, is also planned to be added in all leagues for every alliance. So what this means is you don't need to be a top alliance in Alliance Conquest to play with the new changes of Alliance Conquest with this new variable system. So that's good. It's going to be changed for all alliances. I might actually start playing Conquest if this is good. Also, improvements to the contribution rewards, as well as adjustments to current inconveniences are planned. So better rewards and improving the quality of life of Alliance Conquest. That sounds great. I want that. Let's do that. As the content has received a lot of suggestions, we will do our best to diligently carry out tests. So they're currently like quality testing the Alliance Conquest changes. Sure. Timeline Battle. A detailed improvement for Timeline Battle has continuously planned since the last survey, which was like back in April or May, and we are currently planning a new league for top agents. So they want to improve Timeline Battle so that various heroes can be used. So they acknowledge that the way that Timeline Battle is right now, and we've been talking about this for literally years, but the way that Timeline Battle is now, oh, I can't show you guys. But anyways, you just go here and you can see Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus, Silver Surfer, Colossus, Jean Grey, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus, Silver Surfer. I'm saying the names of the teams before I see the team, because we know what team it's going to be. It's going to be Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Colossus. So yeah. So they acknowledge battles are currently carried out with only certain heroes besides restricted heroes. Yeah. No duh. The improvements will not be restricted to only using certain heroes. Okay, great. Although the league is only planned to be eligible for agents above certain ranks, we are also considering a method for other agents to indirectly enjoy the league. Listen, you need to make this happen. If you change Timeline Battle for only the top players, like Vibranium, and you don't change it for the people at the bottom, that would be really dumb. Don't waste your time developing content for a very small percentage of players. There's like maybe 50,000 people playing Vibranium Timeline Battle. That's not that many. There's plenty of players below Vibranium. So yeah, please make sure. It's weird because for Conquest they said the new league will be added in all. The new changes will be added in all leagues. So then you'd think that they would have the same logic for Timeline Battle, but they don't. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that because I want every player to be able to enjoy the new timeline battle changes. In addition to the new league, previous reward improvements, new rewards, and more ways for using honor tokens will be added. So this is a small tip for you guys. Again, I don't know when this change for timeline battle, I don't know when it's going to come, but my advice to you is to start hoarding your honor tokens. So the honor token shop is right there. Basically just stay between 50 and 60,000 honor tokens. That's what I do. You can see right now I'm at 50,000. I play and I get honor tokens to get up to 60,000, and then when I hit the cap, because the cap for honor tokens is 60,000, then I use my honor tokens to buy biometric chest here, and I'll show you what it looks like. I get some biometrics that I can use for increasing characters' potential, and then I save up again until I'm back up at 60,000. So stay between 50 and 60,000 because in the coming months we're going to be getting more ways to use our honor tokens, so maybe some good rewards will be added there. But yeah, previous reward improvements and new rewards. That sounds amazing. Please share your suggestions regarding the content improvement through the official community or customer service. And then they have this little bit at the end where, you know, they want to create a better game. They want to establish better communication. Listen, I'm not going to read this because I'm kind of tired of reading it and getting my hopes up. Okay, you guys have sort of... I've been on a roller coaster of emotion in 2020. You guys started releasing dev notes in 2020, and I was over the moon. I was so happy. I was overjoyed. Then you started reworking all these bad characters, Immortal Hulk, Owen, Black Bolt, Ghost Rider. I was so happy. I was like, man, this game is making a huge comeback. I'm loving it. And then you guys screwed everything up. You guys, the MFF devs, you guys screwed everything up. So I'm not going to read this stuff. I'm not going to believe you. I'm not going to listen. You guys need to prove it. Just prove it. If you're really going to do your best to establish better communication, okay, we'll see. If not, you can kiss both my cheeks. All right? So, yeah. They're going to be refunding players who use the Reforging system and used up CTPs when changing the options of Mighty CTPs, because now you don't have to use a CTP to change the options of Mighty CTPs. But you still have to use a CTP to reforge. And then you also have to use a CTP to change the options on a Brilliant CTP. Excuse me, I'm yawning. So yeah, this is just whatever. This is meaningless. You're not going to be getting free CTPs unless you were using the Reforging system. Last but not least, we have Carnage and Silk. I was going to say Skull. We have Carnage and Silk. So Silk is getting her awakening. She's not getting a uniform. That's kind of a bummer. Her awakening seems pretty good though. It's minus 65% all defense down, so it's not quite 70, but it's not 60. It's pretty good. So she's gonna hit pretty hard. She's probably gonna be a slightly better version of Elsa. That's not very good. That's not very much to phone home about, but yeah, cool. Silk. Carnage is getting his tier 3 and a new uniform. I gotta say his tier 3 skill does not seem to be PvE based. For those of you that were wondering and thinking that maybe he would be good for squad for ABX, I don't think so. He has Paralyze on his second skill, Raging Thorns, but he doesn't have Silence or what was it? Burn? He doesn't have Silence or Burn. So this might be more of a PvP uniform than PvE. He's got Penetration on this skill. He has Accumulation. I'll throw up a more high quality graphic of the uniform, but just to go over it briefly, they're changing all 5 of his skills and both of his passives, which is really, really good. So his new passive gives him guaranteed crit rate, which is excellent because his uniform effect gives him more crit damage. His tier 2 passive gives him skill damage, bonus damage, and it decreases damage received. So it's really good for PvE and PvP. And then he's got super armor, all defense, guard hit, and he's got a frenzy buff on his 3rd skill, right, for 12 seconds, which is excellent. Ruthless Slaughter. Then he has another buff. He's got a heal, on Pool of Madness. He's got a 10% heal, and he's got all defense down, which is good. And then, and he's got V-Pad. Ooh, nice. Okay. And then for his 5th skill, Wings of Domination, he's got all defense down again, and then he's got Accumulation. So Accumulation based on damage dealt. So that's really good. His all defense down is only minus 50 for both his 4th skill, 5th skill, and 6th skill, his ultimate skill. So it's not bad. It's good because it means that they're all 50%, so you don't have to worry about canceling a skill, or you don't have to worry about the all defense down from one skill interrupting another one like we saw with Black Bolt. They've sort of stopped doing that, which I really like, but it means that he's not going to be I mean, Venom is still really good for world boss, even though he only has minus 50 all defense down, but he's not going to be like a world boss juggernaut, you know, just one-shotting bosses like Moon Knight or whatever. He seems to be a bit more balanced and a bit more worried or concerned with like consistent damage rather than like big spiky all defense down damage. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care about all defense down. I think it's honestly boring to give every new character a huge all defense down skill because it's like a copy paste mold. So I'm glad they're doing different things now. They're looking for, you know, characters that maybe don't have as much all defense down, but they have accumulation, or they're sort of trying to create different designs for characters. I appreciate that. And so I'm excited to see how good Carnage is, and I'll be playing him tonight on stream. But yeah, those are all the changes. Those are all the news. Sorry for the long video, but it's a lot to cover. It's good that they're changing things. It's good that they're improving rewards, but it doesn't change the big problem. The big problem here is you want us to use premium cards and crystals for this new system, but you don't give us enough premium cards and you don't give us enough crystals. Honestly, I've said this before, but if they gave us, if they bumped up the rewards, if they gave us a lot more premium cards and a lot more crystals and a lot more CTPs, maybe this system could be fine the way that it is. But they have to give us so much more. They underestimate. They heavily underestimate. You know, it's like you have to travel. You know, you have to travel 3 hours to get to work, and it costs you $10 because you have to take public transit or whatever. Even if you're just driving, it costs gasoline, and your boss wants to pay you $1. It's like, listen, buddy, I'm paying you. I'm paying the city. I'm spending more money to get to this job than you're going to pay me for the job. Why should I work here? And that's what a lot of players are saying. Why should I play this game? You guys want me to spend more money and spend more of my time and my resources, and you're not giving me anything in return. It's a give and take. Video games are a give and take. I give my time, maybe I give my money, and you have to give me, you know, fun and rewards, and you're not giving me those things. So give, you know, it's one or the other. Remove the premium, remove all of the premium costs from the systems, or you have to like give us way more premium currency, way more premium cards, way more CTPs for free. This is just the only way to do it. There's not going to be another way. So yeah. Anyways, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.